Was one of the most laughed at and derided PR opportunities, shall we say, for the former royals Harry and Meghan, Duke and Duchess of Sussex, in the last year. But apparently it's the one thing that they are most proud of that they undertook in 2021. Can you guess what it is? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the heart of London. Thank you for joining me today. Lovely to have your company, truly mean that as ever. What a glorious start to the day, eh? Look at the Houses of Parliament behind me, basking in all that sunshine. We don't know where we are, do we? I don't know if you know this, but over here in the United Kingdom, we recently had the hottest New Year's Eve and day on record. I know, don't know about you, but I was boiling, had to take tops off and everything. Don't say it, it's nothing to do with my age, I know. I'm only pulling your leg, but back as ever to your breaking world story of the day. Well, as you know, Harry and Meghan had a strange PR year in 2021. It already kicked off with that interview with Oprah Winfrey, and that garnered worldwide headlines for all the wrong reasons. Then seemingly they undertook other things that, well, were odd, weren't they really? You know, Prince Harry speaking at the GQ Awards went on at length, bored people to death. And then, of course, you know, we saw this particular picture. Yes, you know the one, this one. Now, this one particular picture, shall we say, or this look, was the one apparently that garnered so much backlash, because a lot of people cited that Prince Harry did indeed look like Meghan Markle's hairdresser, who was saying, well, do you like it? You know, I have to give her a wash and blow. Did seem a little bit odd, seemed strange, and also everybody sort of, and I think this is rather cruel, but they also noticed how Harry had a sort of thicker, bigger set of hair. And they also had, of course, matching outfits and those old domino covers, and they wanted to make sure that they were presented in their best possible light. This, after all, was Time magazine front cover for them. Not the only ones that were front cover, of course, but the ones that mattered at least to them. Now, according to a very good source, this was the PR initiative that Meghan and Harry were the most proud of, because it spoke exactly about what they wanted to achieve now they are non-royals. You know, this is the one where they ran towards difficulties and all that sort of stuff. You know which one I mean. I find it incredible because, of course, it was written by a close friend. Nobody had ever really heard of him before, but of course they had once they'd read the text. Now, according to that good source, this was the message that Harry and Meghan simply wanted to put out. This really resonated with them. This was the message that they wanted for the rest of the world to undertake, to see how serious they were about their brand new life and what they were hoping to achieve. Now, I'm not going to be here to mock it and laugh, obviously. I did find the pictures a little bit strange, as I said to you before, odd to say the least. But they were good pictures, you know, with the auto touch and everything that they do in this digital day and age. Not quite sure if the message was on track, but of course, if Harry and Meghan were happy with it, then of course, I'm sure the world agrees. What is interesting to note though, was this a big seller for the magazine? Well, so far they've failed to release those sales figures, but of course now you could say that that picture for them really did create a buzz. So in turn, it must have created something of a buzz for the magazine, because let's face it, when was the last time that you picked up Time magazine? I think they indeed have a lot to thank Harry and Meghan for. I'll leave that one there. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.